Hey fellow Terrarians, it's been a while and I got some really exciting news for you all. But let me start by saying that, well, congrats guys, we've crossed 5,000 subscribers and it's been super exciting. I didn't expect this to happen so soon, and thank you all for all your support again, for all your feedback and questions and comments. I do try to respond to all of you in a timely manner, but if you notice that your comment, your question didn't get addressed, hasn't been replied to, just ping me again, and I'll do my best to respond to all of you. I've been flooded with your feedback, and it's amazing. I do try to do my best to respond to all of you. All right, so now regarding Terraria, as you all know, essentially the final, well, let's call it final patch, was released a few months ago, and we're not expecting much of new content, but there are some really exciting developments in the realm of modded Terraria, and I did take quite a bit of time to test, to do quite a few runs, and I've recorded so much content, guys. It's been literally my storage is overloaded at this point. I just need to process it all. And by the way, at the background here, the footage you're watching right now, you're seeing, is my most recent attempt. Well, it was a very successful attempt to do a Terraria, vanilla Terraria expert mode tools only run. So it was supposed to be a video named something like, can you beat Terraria using tools only? That is pickaxes, axes and hammers strictly. Unfortunately, the first part of the pre-hard mode part, the video got corrupted and it couldn't be salvaged, and I'm so frustrated about that, so sad, and it literally kicked me out of balance for quite a while, because I didn't want to re-record the half of the game, 20 something hours, and it was such a great run all the way. So here you see the hard mode part, essentially using chainsaws and hammers against mech bosses and so on. So enjoy it, but know that I'm still working on maybe somehow recovering this, re-recording the first part, and maybe posting as a complete playthrough. We'll see. So but this is a very exciting attempt, and I can tell you guys that it is possible, essentially. And I did it in expert mode, but I did not do it to the max, so that means I left on purpose, left some headroom for improvement. So I didn't use all possible buffs and all possible stats, maxing the build, right? So just to make sure that to verify whether or not it's possible to do in master mode. So essentially, based on my results so far, I would say master mode, the same challenge is possible. Just keep in mind, if you ever attempt something this stupid, so you would need to min-max pretty much your defenses, all the possible buffs and gear. It has to be perfect. So, and plus maybe more careful gameplay, but it is doable. It is doable. Okay, so yeah, and going back to modded Terraria. Modded Terraria is coming up very soon. There's already some alpha 1.4 mods that you can run, right? So that is great, because there's so much work right now happening. The devs are hard at work. All mods are being adjusted to 1.4. So we are expecting, I think there's going to be something at the end of this year. There's already some mods, such as Calamity, can already be tested. Alpha 1.5, for example, that's Calamity today. Give it a shot. You might discover some bugs here and there, but again, this is work in progress and it's amazing. Okay, so and as I said previously, I recorded quite a bunch of playthroughs, most major mods and some of the not really well-known mods, but I think they're so exciting and really worth playing. So we'll go over that pretty soon. So that is another thing I wanted to let you know. So there is quite a bit of stuff happening. So I did record Calamity, Thorium, and quite a few less well-known mods such as Elements Awoken and Ancients Awakened, and quite a few others actually. So we're at this point looking at 6, 7, maybe 8 mods that full playthroughs for each, right? So hopefully nothing got corrupted and those playthroughs recorded properly this time. So another thing, guys, I would like to ask you is what other games would you like to see on this channel? Because I do have a few in mind, and I'll share with you today, and we'll see. I'll go from that, and let me know what you think. All right. So, but as I said, Terraria is still a major part of this channel, and it will remain as such, despite the fact that vanilla is pretty much done. We still have quite a few guides to do and quite a few playthroughs to run, and we'll do those very soon. Okay, so in the meantime, there is one particular game that I've been awaiting. I'm super excited to give it a try, because this game is essentially a rework of remastered version of something that happened 20 years ago. Okay, so, and I'm of course talking about Diablo 2. So as some of you probably know by now, Diablo 2 Remastered or Resurrected is coming up at the end of next month. However, if you pre-purchase the game today, you will be given a chance to play it, play the beta version, essentially, like early access, for 2 weekends. And that is this coming weekend, essentially tomorrow. So tomorrow it's going to be, for example, for Pacific time zone at 10 a.m. The early access begins. So if you pre-purchase the game up until tomorrow morning, you are essentially able to play it already. So it's going to be online only and multiplayer. But essentially the game is action RPG, so a grandfather of all action RPG games pretty much, or in my opinion the best of them all. And so the reason it's been resurrected obviously is that it's been so popular that even to this day it has thousands of active players around the world, and we're probably looking to hit millions once it's released. Okay, so it's going to be a reviving of something ancient, but very, very good in my opinion. So I'm definitely looking to do some, maybe stream it tomorrow. We'll see. I'll do my best to set everything up, and if it works, I'm gonna stream it on YouTube here, and we'll see how it goes, because it's really exciting to see. So the game has multiple classes, and some will be available. Some won't until the game is officially released, so keep an eye on that. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some really exciting time. Okay, so, and this is one of those games that I would like to add potentially to the channel. Alright guys, so speaking of action RPG, there is another great game I would like to revisit potentially, we'll see, and that is of course Grim Dawn. And if you've been following my channel from the inception, you've probably seen those videos, right? So I spent quite a bit of time working on different classes and builds, and this is one of those games that unfortunately doesn't get much publicity, and mainly it is due to the fact that the developer is a very small shop, and they've been mainly working on one title for many years, and it's been perfected, it's been polished and refined to the point that I don't know if there is any other game in the same category, in the same genre, that offers such diversity in terms of gear, in terms of classes and builds. The game essentially lets you have dozens of different classes, and those classes can be built in so many different ways. You literally can reach thousands of different builds. Alright, so we'll look into that, but essentially my question to you guys, what would you like to see next? Do you have any special games in mind that you would be interested to see, to follow, to maybe team up? We have a Discord server, as you know guys, so whenever there are co-op runs getting ready, obviously feel free to join and we'll have some fun. Alright guys, and getting back to Terraria again, we are definitely going to do some more runs, some more co-op runs, and obviously a lot of modded content, because that is still coming. I just don't want to jump on a alpha version just yet, because it's not too stable, and I just want to give the developers enough time to refine their mods, so players don't suffer much. Alright, so in the meantime, we're gonna still do some runs, some limited runs. As you can see here, we're progressing quite nicely in the middle of hard mode with the tools only run, right? So this was a great run actually, guys, all the way. And unfortunately, like I said, the pre-hard mode part got corrupted, and it, you know what? I want to still maybe at some point re-record it, but it's just at this point the frustration is too high because it was such a clean run. I was able to take down the wall of flesh with a hammer, right? So rockfish, using just rockfish and golf cart. Okay, so it was such an easy win and such a nice one. Okay, so, and I'm pretty sure it's doable even in master mode, but we'll see. Anyways, so here you can see how we're doing two things, fighting Plantera and destroying the walls at the same time. And the question is, why do they care to build all those walls if most of it will be wrecked in the process of this fight? Anyway, it was fun. Okay, again, so for this particular run, and if we're focusing on tools only, right? So you keep in mind that obviously your range is limited, your damage is limited, everything is limited. So, and obviously to succeed you would have to invest heavily into accessories, armor, whatnot, buffs. So using most possible buffs at this point, not all, again I'm leaving about 30% ish, both in defense and in DPS wise, so that would mean that if I can do it here, I can do it in master mode as well. It's just I didn't want to do make it super tedious. That run already took about 50 hours in total, so master mode would probably make it 100 if not more, because of farming rare items and getting maximum buffs for every fight, right? So that would be a little more challenging, obviously, as monsters hit harder and your defense is lower. Okay, so, but here it's quite comfortable. As you can see, Plantera can be literally face tanked, almost, literally. Okay, so, and again, I'm not using maximum buffs here, maximum defense. Close to, but not quite. And using hallowed armor here, the buff saves you quite a few times in the process. Okay, so, and the damage is not that high again, it's only expert, it's not master mode, and definitely not master mode for the worthy. That would be quite interesting to know whether or not it's possible. Obviously bosses like Plantera, it is possible with a vertical tunnel in phase 2, right? So I would assume it is possible, it is doable, just need to be super careful. This strat, the one that I'm using here, doesn't work. It won't work in for the worthy. And here you can see fighting Golem with the Butcher's Chainsaw, which can be obtained post Plantera from Solar Eclipse, Butchers, right? So that's quite easy. And here, unfortunately, guys, this is where I stopped with this run, because this is when I realized that the first part of this run was corrupt and couldn't be salvaged. And so, but not to worry, guys, we will regroup and we'll get only stronger, and we will re-record at some point. Anyhow, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.